Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous Redux version. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 17. We're halfway to Dresden. Well, maybe 2/3 of the way. There's really three major points on the way to Dresden. There's the reliable readout where you get the Hell Knights involved, Leper's Smile, and then the final place up here, the Abandoned Church or whatever it's called. We're going to go here to Marked Rock. It's just one of those little tiny gather reagents up. And our group is tired and wants to rest. Let's see. Protective Rituals. Social, you're back with us. There's going to be no scroll scribing here. Manage. Yeah. You can't do it. So I just want to make sure it's not even going to attempt it.
Anti-magpie baked a bad pie, dropped it flat, made the sky cry. Dropped the second, made the rivers dry. Dropped the third, now we all die.
Isn't it funny how nursery rhymes are always so deadly? They're kind of all awful, aren't they? Alright. And on our way. Finish the last couple of little things over here, like the Underground Hideout. This is kind of fun. I like the way this zone is drawn, I guess. Or it's not so much drawn anymore. It's fully 3D, so somebody had to render it. Let's see, where do we need to go? Down here. Stranger, the mysterious stranger. Yes, he's over there observing. Do we go this way? Probably. There's a old... It's too bad this isn't magic. It's just a masterwork dagger, so... Nothing too fancy. There's a thing up there. Or is it down there? It's down there. So we still gotta go around. Can anybody beat the horse? Perception. Body is covered in terrible wounds. It's clear that they were left not by animal's teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hand. Oh yeah, this is the torturer, right?
Something over there.
Yeah. So if you came from the other way, kabang! But we came from this way, so. And then, oh, yeah. Gotta keep going. The entrance is down in here. And this guy's looking at you. Stranger. Oh, and we need to level up Social. I was thinking about this the other day. About how the stories of these characters get to, happen. Come on. I definitely don't want that. I want more of this. Extra channel, Mr. Cleric. Alright. So. And there's an incubus. So let's do our standard ritualistic stuff. Oh yeah, we're short in animal, aren't we? Because we don't have my cleric with me, and Social isn't going to get his horse until much later. Alright, so you have these two. Don't do that. Buffer. You get on your horse. Get on your bad motor scooter and ride. That. You need to switch. You're in front. Do this. Poison. Unbreakable heart. We're going to have people coming after us. Cause fear. Yeah, that's not really going to work. What else? Interesting. And what do you got? Yeah, this stuff, not quite as important. Do that on yourself. Social, do you have... You do not have memorized the enlargement spells. Those were all on Nenio, so we're gonna have to get we're going to have to handle the enlargement if we want some. Which we may have a couple of potions here. Let's see. Nope, we're missing. This is a feather step. They're usually a green potion, and I don't see them. Now there's an enlarged person scroll if we want to. So I must have it in my book then, because it's acting like a... Yep, right there. Okay. I haven't been using this magic weapon. I might have to replace a couple of things with some enlarged persons so I can carry those around for us. So in that case... Yeah, what's this? Magic weapon, primary. Just do it. Is it going to make a difference? Because it's +2. And now it's... Oh, and my attack is 12, so I don't think it made a difference. I forgot to look beforehand. Darn it. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's put that on her. So say I'll bless everybody. Okay, and then let's do a protection from evil and head on over.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Kind of hard to do anything when you fall down. Oh, the horse got a bite attack in there, I think. Nice. Well, that rock and rolls. Okay. Oh, the horse did take a little dingage, though. So, we'll fix him up. Here we go. I should have called him Ed. Mr. Ed, that's what I should have called him. Don't. You're going to be really fast on those, aren't you? Okay. Yeah. You're going to be trouble. Ooh. Okay, who wants to be the guinea pig? This one does not appear to have a device mechanism anywhere close by. Rats. You're just going to have to go down it? Okay, boss. Okay, it was fire. Not the end of the world. Amber.
Right.
I know you will. Get a scroll of Cure Light Wounds. Oh, that did nothing, sister. Should have used it. There we go. Doink. Oh, cute. It's got a little horse cloppy there. Okay, how close is this guy? Oh, he's down there. Okay. Nothing in there. A bag over here. Uh-oh, but there's a device over here. Okay, now I suppose before we get too far down there, let's finish the rest of the buffing. That one. This is such a short-lived spell. Let's do that. Let's do fire in case they launch fire at us. Let's go down here. There we go. All right.
Surrender or else.
Now, Ember, get over here. Ember, my dear, what are your odds of hitting this guy with anything that matters? He's a level 19. Huh. What do we think we see here? He's got a 25 spell resist, so... but you might be able to blind him. Because what are our hex choices? Vulnerability curse. Any energy resistance or energy immunities on the target are suppressed. Let's do that. A will save makes it last for a round. Alright. He saved it, but he's going to be there for a round. I think I want to do this. Unless, yeah. Under the effects of an evil eye hex. It's not, he's a vulnerability curse, so that's it. Yeah, let's try to... What'd he do? Vine trap. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Land? Land, dang it. What do you got over here? Land needs to move, and you need to do... Nope. Resist electricity. And I need somebody... Victoria, come over here.
This is not my time yet.
I'm trying to not make it your time. Okay, now what? What happened? Ember fails to overcome the spell resistance. Ah, okay. Land, shoot that thing. Socio. Heal. Ember. What can you do then? We don't have enough spell penetration for you, do we? I can give him penalties to something. So penalty to his AC, his attack rolls, or saving throws. Let's just make sure we can kill him. So we're going to do penalty to his AC. Uh-oh. Now Victoria's going to come over here. Okay. Ah. What happened to me here? What about our... We got horse and dog. Still good. Okay. Dang it. It's coming after her. Ember. So, this affects everybody though, right? Everyone and everything in the area. Wish I could single target that. Glitter dust. Okay. Oh, never mind. Let's do it right here. Let's do it like this. Change your spell with 0.3 seconds left. Yeah, let's try it. How are you doing, Social? Come on, keep cranking these out, buddy. Okay. You might want... if you disengage, he's going to get an attack of attack opportunity, so try your best. Okay, now what are these things? Will-o'-the-wisp. Glitter dust and blindness. Okay, Ember. What do you got here? Immunity to prone, energy, but it's not... I don't see anything that suggests you can't hit it with fire. So hit it with fire. Lanster. Uh-oh, that's not good for me. I'm gonna try to get out of there. Social, keep doing it, buddy.
Still fight.
That's why I didn't want you over there. Oh, and he's aiming right at you. Oh, and he didn't get it. Okay. Dang it. Yikes. Get that off my screen. This is interesting because when I did this with my Lich party, this went really fast. I just watched guys just went in here and they just mowed things down.
We won't falter.
Okay. Do we have haste on us still? No? Gosh darn it. Okay. Ember. Evil eye. Let's see. I probably should go heal Socio instead. But it's cure light wounds. You still couldn't get him? What's he left at? -1? No, no, no. Do it again. Get him up. He's what? Halfway down? Alright. What are you doing? Land strike, extra attack. I might just have you drain that. Oh no. Dang it. It's not what I wanted to have happen. Oh, okay. Ember. See if we can overcome his spell resistance at all. Otherwise, our only other option is to try to blind him right there. Okay. That didn't go nearly as easily as my other playthrough did with the Lich character, which is basically the same character at this point in the game. Got a little different team, but that was brutal. Everybody leveled up except for us two dingbats because we're partially dead. What about our critters? The wolf survived. Okay. Well, silly incubus, torture a person, lore nature.
Well, this didn't go well.
Bears the marks of hideous torture. Alright, so there's nothing else in here. That's it. We got that guy. Go out here. We'll go home. Back to the camp. Heal up, level up, all that jazz. Let's see if we can't get our army one step closer to marching on Dresden. Which, yeah, armor class 27. And what's a horse at? 26. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Ember, I can see she's going to be a character that's going to come into her own later. She's going to end up being much like my Eldritch Knight, and for that, I'm probably going to end up being a huge fan, because I think for as long as I have played Dungeons & Dragons CRPG type games, I've just always been a fan of the character that starts the game a little weak and then gets really strong toward the end and has a lot of versatility. I'm one of those characters I love versatile characters, and that whole phrase, jack of all trades, master of none, you know, is used as a pejorative, especially against players like me. But then a lot of times when you need something in a pinch, it's like, oh, it's there. I've got it. Okay. Everybody needs to rest.
Oh, light of the sword, Iomade, forgive me my sins, and do not leave me in the darkness. I am weak and undeserving of your grace, and still you grant it to me. And that means I still have something to hope for.
Flog thyself harder, O paladin. Alright. Yeah, that's why I typically don't like to have Social up close and personal like that. I like to have him using a crossbow instead. So that he's out of harm's way. Commander, praise Desmond, we're in trouble. The camp is under attack. Oh no, to arms! It's a bunch of gargoyles. So, and unfortunately, I'm in no position to really hand it. Do I think I can rest right here? Nope, my bed says no. That's funny. Okay, well, since I can't rest, what I am going to do is at least level up these folk. Hunter, wandering marksman. Lannister. Okay, clustered shots is kind of neat. If I like this, so use a full attack on multiple ranged weapon attacks against the same opponent. Total damage from all hits before applying the opponent's damage reduction. I don't know how that actually does that in real time with pause versus turn-based mode, but it always seems like a pretty good choice to me. And there's nothing else that I really want for him other than blind fight, which would be the thing to take. This is, you don't want him to be vulnerable to gaze attacks later. And die hard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him that because on occasion when the developers like to throw enemies at your backside. Just like we saw with Regil earlier when we found him inside the cave and then the first two gargoyles that spawned at the back of our formation. I really am not a fan of games doing that because that's the whole point of having a formation is to make sure my strong fighter's at the front, so the developers get all sneaky and they're like, we're just going to make enemies appear at their back. The famous, like, I think it was the 2008 version of Doom did that, and it drove people nuts. They were like, stop spawning enemies behind me after I've cleared a corridor. So we'll give him Die Hard so he can survive for a turn and hopefully get some healing and continue to kill some things. Each time, one friendly creature. Each time it strikes with a natural attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits you've made. So it's a very small likelihood of that spell doing much damage, but I'll grab it. And then for the next one, Sense Vitals. That's always nice for a little extra damage on some stuff. The Doggo. Two-Face. What's he gonna do? We got weapon finesse, no weapon focus. Yes, or does he have outflank yet? Right there. Yep. Me. Alright, so we're done taking Thessalonian Specialist. We only need 5 levels. We need 2 more levels in Knife Master. Is what we need. And we got some more points here. What do I want to put them in? I don't really use magic devices. I mean, occasionally you get something like a wand of extend magic, meta magic. So probably knowledge arcane. Oh, wait a minute. No. Nobody in my team has stealth, I don't think. I need to start taking that. This helps us with camping. All right. And then I think this is about time we grab 2 weapon fighting. Yep, right there. It says, no. And it's like, oh, no. Yes. Okay. And then a rogue talent, which you have a bunch of options. And what do I have here? Rogue Knife Master. Okay, so what you can do is grab weapon focus. Right down here in the K's. Kukuri. Yes, my darling. Oh, you're going to be so pretty. All right. So now you got 2 weapon fighting. Let's put the Radiant Kukuri in here with this. Finian's over here. He's Cold Iron Ghost Touch Enhanced +1. This is Cold Iron Enhanced Finesse Wielding. Radiant Enhancement +1 Finesse Wielding. So 2 Cold Iron ones versus Radiant. Radiant deals an extra 1d6 additional points of positive energy damage. So what I'm going to do is put the Radiant one in there. And I'm going to use Finian because he's Cold Iron and Ghost Touched. And you're at 9. Those are your attacks. And I'm going to say, McDonald's, I'm loving it. I don't want to get hit, so we're going to be using Blur. Now, for her, Spawn Slayer. Your days as a Spawn Slayer are done. You've got your 3 levels in it. We're going to go 2-hand attack. Athletics, mobility. Alright, and then weapon specialization, Great Sword. There's a pretty cool Great Sword later in the game. What I'm doing with my Lich playthrough, because you do lose Sela and level in Act 5 when you make a Lich all the way, is I have 2 frontline characters. One of them's taking Great Sword, and the other one is basically you take Glaive until you get this really awesome Falshard later in the game, and then you respec. So, all right, and then let's see, combat reflexes, opportunity. Wait, what's her dex bonus though? I don't think her dex bonus is that high. Oh, hold on. That's me. Her dex bonus is 1. Okay. It's not that big of a deal for her to have that. And just to have it said, I mean, I'm just not a huge power attack cleave fan. I'm not a huge fan of this. A -1 penalty for an extra 2 points of bonus. Because then it goes up. When I finished the game with my Eldritch Knight, which had insane stats thanks to level 40 because I took Legend Mythic Path. You can switch to it later. That character was using Piranha Strike, and it was at a -8 to hit. But other than the toughest bosses in the game, it could hit everything. So it was worth it to have the extra damage bonus. These characters are going to have a little bit of a hard time hitting things, so I'm not sure I want to take that until later. Hammer the Gap does the same thing as the other one that I was considering for Lan. When you make a full attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage. Yeah, I think that's an interesting one to take, but the remainder of this is, what else would I really want to do? Not so much dodge. You can do dodge. You can do toughness. Actually, can I do toughness? Or does she already have it? Oh, okay. Bonus combat feat. Toughness doesn't count. That's why. Okay. Armor focus. We already have heavy armor. So, I guess let's grab power attack, but we're not always going to be using it all the time.
This is my power.
I mean, let's turn it on here and see what happens. see how much she misses people. All right. Let's buff before we go out there.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Okay. You, my friend, do this. Gonna change your spells later. Do this. The gargoyles don't do anything except maybe they might do sonic damage. Oh no, I did the wrong one. Right there, sonic. Blur myself. Okay, what do I got? This. Let's go. This is when I missed the sequencer spell. It was a spell in Baldur's Gate 2, but you could get a sequencer rod, which is really cool. It allows you to memorize so many buffs and cast them all at one time. Kapam. Get these guys. Keep landing. Alright. This way. These guys are shooting at someone. Camellia, are you alright? What happened to the soldier? The same thing that will happen to the rest of the troops if you don't worry. Yeah, your evilness. She, by the way, is the one responsible for all your... I suppose... Now I'm going to be forced to level her up, aren't I? Okay. Darn. Accomplish sneak attacker. Let's do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, what are we going to give her? Oh, brother. Slumber? No. Fortune. Reroll. The target can call upon good luck. Alright. Sure. Since I'm not really going to be using her. But I do want her to survive through this little encounter here. Put on a sec. Fencing, grace, one-handed piercing, rapier. Use your dexterity for damage, darling. And then let's do this one down here for you. Unrelenting Assault. +2 on damage rolls with melee weapons up to a maximum. As long as you keep attacking. Alright. Let's go. We're finished. We're getting picked off. You could say that you're getting kind of wide open, but... Alright, darlings, what are we doing here? Hammer another one of those. Oh. Seela! Hold your positions. Steel yourselves. Alright. Seela, are you alright? I'm fine, but our soldiers are panicking. Well, then let's go. Give me control of my group. There was something over here, right there. Okay. Seela got a level as a paladin. Lore religion. Selective channel, I'm not so worried about that. She's gonna get either a weapon focus or something else that's really cool. What do we have here? She's got outflank. There we go. Darling. And your horse. And the horse you rode in on, too. Alright, horse. What do you got? Do you also have one of those really cool ones down here, like outflank? Yes, good job. Okay. Seela. Mount up. Saddle up. And let's go do this thing. You're in front, by the way. Suppose I should save the game every now and then. Recruit is on the ground, clutching at himself. Alright. Let's go put these guys to an end. Oh, the Two-Face is thumping somebody. Good Lord. In heaven. Oh my gosh, how are we doing? Everybody's still healthy. Oh, and there we go. There's the crown jewel, but we don't have our priest present. Oh no. They're going to grab Irabeth. No. Let her go or I'll rip your wings off like a bloatfly. You, mortal? I am the stuff of your nightmares. To your death. So yeah, he's all spooky and he calls his friends in. I'm like, hey.
Commander, convene an urgent council.
I will. I'll see to it. But first, we need to roll through here. See if there are any more people that we need to save. Alright. Apparently not. Well then. I know she's gonna be all like, you gotta save my wife. I will. I'll save everybody. I'm the good guy in this tale. I also need all this loot though. Need to make sure to check the map fully before we go inside. Because that's just the way it is. You gotta have all the loot. Okay, loot over here. I really should just have the horse doing it. Because it's so much faster. Alright. Horse, come over here. You are now relegated, Paladin, to the job of collecting all the gear. Okay. Command this tent. Dun dun dun. So they grabbed Irabeth and they took her to the Forgotten Chapel. I think that's what it's called. The Forgotten Chapel, which in my opinion is kind of one of the cool areas of the game. Alright. So, Anivia. What's this fortress that Scum was talking about? Where is it? Here, the Lost Chapel. Our scouts reported there was trouble brewing there, but... what monster took Irabeth? I'm not sure, but judging by the description, it sounds like a Nabasu. They're demons, sort of like bats. They can suck the life out of people and turn them into ghouls. One more thing, the name he gave Cabriri, that's a demon lord. Patron of ghouls. Well... Alright. Nura, where were you? Horgus, where were you? Don't tell me you suspect me of worshipping demons. I'm one of you. Okay. Who did the monster carry off? Irabeth, yes. Half our squad. Alright. We'll head for them. I'm clicking through all this dialogue, but it's because oh my gosh, they're not gonna let me do it, are they? Not gonna let me rest. Oh, you turkeys. Okay. Well then, we'll collect everything. This is our party. It was very interesting doing this with my other guy. Something weird in my teeth, and it's not teeth. Not entirely sure what that was. Anyway, when I was doing it with my Lich character, I had hired enough mercenaries that when it got to this part in the story, I still had a full party because I had all mercenaries. In anticipation of a whole bunch of people leaving my party or dying as I progress through the story. Because you're a Lich. You're evil. People already don't like you. Right away, they're like, we're not going to follow you. You chose the side of evil. All right. So find Darren first. Find the run. The run. But we need to rest because I'm wounded. Yes. There. That's where they took them. All right. Look who I met here. She was just standing there blinking as if she knew someone would come for her. Ah, yes. Me, Nenio. All right. Well. How are you holding up? A good action. But what do you see on the hill? Just what Nura said. Gargoyles, ghouls. Fresh ghouls. Alright, do you have any extra healing wands? I could share some wands I took care for the wounded, but then we might not have enough to heal all our soldiers. The party is more important. If we die, everything's over. Literally, yes, so give them to me. Wand of Cure Moderate Wounds. Okay. I'm going to the chapel. Save everyone you can. Iomide, watch over you. Yes, but first, most important thing, I must rest. Oh, Nenio, hold on. Nenio's going to come with us for a little bit. Until we can replace her with Ember. Nenio, what do you get? Greater spell focus. Do you have spell penetration yet? You must. Greater spell focus, evocation. Alright. Controlled fireball. Baby. What else you got for me? Animating dead. Regular fireball. Let's see. Blur, invisibility. Blur is really nice. What else you got? Molten orb, scorching ray. I was basically trying to make her like Ember, but Ember is a better Ember than that. Alright. Oh, but I wanted to do her spells. Yeah, so. Controlled fireball. That. Haste, heroism, all that jazz. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and I was saying, me, myself, and I. She's going to have these, which will be nice. But for me, myself, and I said, let's get rid of that. We only really need to do... Let's see. One of these. That way I can have a couple enlarged persons for my front tanky. So anyway, protective rituals. Wow. Best person we got is Sela. Who can cook? Nenio can? Great. Alright. Cook it then. The 5 handshakes theory. Okay. Abyssal Corruption. Not the first thing you want to do is just show up and have to get some Abyssal Corruption, but I did not realize that I wouldn't get a chance to rest back at the camp. Unfortunate. Oh, and it's not a safe spot. Oh, man. Okay. This is going to be tricky. Dang. Well then. Then here's what we're going to do. There's no reason to rest right away because guess what? You're just getting yourself Abyssal Corruption. This is going to be really hard not to get my character killed. So suddenly something that was going to be much easier is now much harder. Dang, I don't like the timing of that. But I don't want to go all the way back to fighting that guy. So I'm just going to make sure that this is adjusted. Yep, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Give me 2 of those. Because Nenio will be gone soon. You're not going to be the person who's doing most of those things. Alright, let's go then. So, here's what we're going to do. Sela, mount up. Oh crud, I don't have any of those spells. Brother. Oh my god, nobody's got any spells. Okay, hold on. Maybe I gotta rethink this. Oh yeah, we have to rest, don't we? Whether we want to or not, we have to. Nobody's got any spells. We're marching up that hill. We'll be running up that hill. Getting our butts kicked. Yep. Okay. Bummer. Oh, I forgot to...
It's not that I miss the creatures from my old hunting grounds in the caves. But back there, if a beast didn't eat you for lunch, you could eat it instead. It doesn't work like that with demons.
No, it does not. Sadly. Alright, so... Abyssal Corruption. Well then, let's buff up and head up the hill. Dang. I have created a challenge for myself. 14 hours and 59 minutes of rest. Wow. Okay. You're going to do that then. Nenio, what do you got?
My favorite aid.
Yes, I will help where I can.
Get on your horse. You don't have a cleric yet. So, I'm going to ask you to do this. And that one. No cleric. Alright. On we go. What did I say, Sela?
Together? Did I mess up again?
Oh, it has to be one size bigger than the rider. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. I see. So she's got to be legendary proportions for it to work.
The light. Take you.
Well, I have learned my lesson on that one. That will eventually wear off, or... Aha!
Rely on me.
Alright, get back on your horse. You got a little extra dex now. Your strength has been taken away, but... A little girl. And here's our blessed little beggar. Alright, that's perfect. So, Ember is gonna... No, you won't die. Look, I still have spells. I'm finished. They bit me. I think the old fellow is right. You or I could heal an ordinary wound, but we stand a little chance against a ghoul bite. Oh. Anyway. Ember's going to try to heal him. And with her amazing power of cure serious wounds, she's going to do it. Alright. Can you walk? Yes. Accept Ember and Darren into your party, yes. Because we're going to get rid of her and that person. Ding dong. Hello. Okay. You, my friend. Mr. Oracle. What else you got for me? Yeah. Give me the extra channel there, bud. And combat healer. You can cast as there's some stuff in this game that's really useful if you're playing in turn-based mode. Swift actions in turn-based mode are huge. Enhanced cure is based on your Orca level. I like that one. And then what's he got here? Level 1 spell. Okay. So, remove fear. I like having that. Level 2. What do we got here? Summoning spells for tiny little guys. Align weapon if you need to make it good to get past damage reduction. He's got, let's see, magic vestment. Let's do that so you can buff some people. Ember, stigmatized weech. Alright, darling. And let's go look at our chart and see what was next. Right, for her, greater spell penetration. That's the thing to do. And then here, you could take enlarge person. Unbreakable Heart is a really good one for her to have to add to saving morale bonuses and stuff like that. I'm going to grab that later. I'd actually like to have that so that I don't have to worry about it on my character. At level 2, probably just cure. And at level 3, I've got a priest for this. Stinking Cloud. I still might end up taking that. I'm going to have some extra healing. Some of that other stuff is... It's not super pressing. But the nice thing is she should have some fire spells now. Because what's Ember going to... Yeah, she's going to get Fireball. So, she's got this as a buff. She's got Cure Serious Wounds, Cure Light Wounds, Cure Medium Wounds. She's got some buffs. Buffage. Basically got to make room for fire. I want her hexes in here. Let's do this. Hex, hex, hex. Laugh about your hex. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Party, people. Let's do this thing. Oh, and Darren, can you do that, please? Thank you. Alright. This is a nice buff for you to have. There's always a lot of arranging going on. Okay. Same thing with you. Healing spells down here. Cure moderate wounds. Cure serious wounds. Give me armor on her. And armor on that person. Alright, and this is Restoration Lesser. This is just regular. Oh, this is the communal one. Okay. Nice. Bane. Bane and Bless. Alright. Now. Onward.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Okay. Oh, land. Stop. Stop. Don't waste all of those. Okay, Ember. Go up here with me. The horse. The horse, of course.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Give me a... Go trip that thing. There's some smackdowning going on over here. A little bit of WWE. This is a really neat zone, the way it's designed. Okay. There's 4 of them. Boy, can we get through it without creating too much of a problem here? Maybe. Let's see. Can she slumber anybody? Doesn't really matter because they're getting hit so hard. Alright.
Miss me already.
Well, kind of. Oh, and wands, but let's not give anybody wands until we run into Social. Socia. What do we got here? People falling down off the...
Yet another obstacle.
There we go.
You won't survive
Cool. Come on, guys. Get up here. Yakar says, this time those winged beasts won't defeat us. We escaped and we're ready to chop them to bits. Speak for yourself. Gods, why did I ever go on this crusade? Does Regil still live? Yes, he's somewhere. Are there any prisoners left? There are many. Great. Retreat to the foot of the hill. I will go find Regil, the deranged one. Wherever he may be. What's going on with my swords here? I have Radiant. Ghost Touch, yes. Okay. Because this one is what? +2 damage against undead creatures. Man. I think that's more important than Finian right now because I have a lot of undead critters. We're going to be fighting a lot of ghouls. And actually, if we wanted to, the smart thing to do would be to switch those. Because your primary hand is going to hit the most. Here comes Socio. Yay. Alright. Wake up. Please wake up. Did you know her? No, not her. We were brought here together. I admit even I was caught off guard when the gargoyles grabbed me and dragged me off. Recruits must have been terrified. She did well, though. As soon as the monsters were about to land, she twisted out of their claws and helped us escape. The shield. I prayed my eyes deceived me in the darkness, but now there's no doubt. The immaculate petal. This is my brother's shield. It was kept as a relic in our church for centuries. We used to gaze upon it as children, imagining the adventures of previous owners. When Trevor went to the crusade, he took the shield with him. Who are you? Where did you get it from? In the name of Shaylin, why didn't we get to talk while you were still alive? Maybe her squad mates or her commander will be able to tell us something. Yes, they must know something. When we're finished with this cursed chapel, please ask the Hell Knight commander about this woman. Alright. You can replace Run. So, for as long as there's been CRPGs, there have been companions. And I have this idea about how companion quests should be done. Social, to me, is a great example of how companion quests actually should be done. Because his quest is tightly woven into the actual story of what you're doing, fighting the demons. His brother was in the army. He finds his shield. So as you're progressing through the main story, his tale is interwoven with it. Help, somebody help. Prepare to attack the ghouls that are pretending to be corpses. Alright, so I think his quest is kind of like the ideal way to do it.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Whereas I'd say the vast majority of time in games like this, the companion quests have nothing to do with the main story. They're off doing their own little thing. They want to pull you away from the main story and do whatever little thing it is that they think is so important. And I'm not saying that's a wrong way to do it, but here's my take on it. when your companions' own personal stories are interwoven tightly with the main quest and the main story of the game, I care about the characters more that way. I feel like I get to know them better and I just care about them more. When characters have these other quests that tear you away from what you're doing, it makes me feel like you're an annoyance, you're a hindrance, you are a dead weight, and I'm tired of lugging you around. And for some reason, those characters always get written as also very annoying. And I'm thinking of like Jan Jansen in Baldur's Gate 2 and Nenio in this game, and it's just like, ugh. Stop whining. Raise your weapons. Ready your defense. All right, Commander. Ready to report the situation. Gargoyles, ghouls. Why do you think they stick together? Could it be because their names sound similar? Look, a Hell Knight stooping to help his allies. I never thought I'd be glad to see your face, Reginald. Don't worry, I'm not. I will always preserve the lives of allied forces. All right, well, what's going on in the chapel? It's a slaughterhouse. Even I almost threw up. That demon, you see, just killing and eating victims isn't enough for him. He's inventive. Send your fighters to the foot of the hill. Okay, and I'm not going to take him in the party. And as much as I dislike Reginald because he's evil, I don't dislike him as a character or companion because his business is woven into the core of the story. You're on a crusade fighting demons, and the only real people who have stories that are kind of intertwined with that are Regil and Sociel. To some extent, Ember, and then a little bit Lan, only because Lan has come from the mongrels who came from the First Crusade. But Lan's story later, his story later kind of takes a detour. It kind of sort of makes sense, but again, it's not tightly interwoven with the main story. I think it's just the more you can weave these characters into the main story, the better off you are. And anytime that you're really separating their personal quest from the main story, you're weakening them as a character, and you're certainly weakening my ability to care about them. Like, I mean, that's what I loved about Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 is the first people you meet in Baldur's Gate 1 are Zahn and Montaron. But of course, if you're smart, you're just going to use them to you're just going to use them as fodder to kill a bear for a whole bunch of experience on your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. But the first real characters that you meet that you take into your party and keep are Jahir and Khalid because they're part of the main story. Gorion tells you, go find Khalid and Jahira at the Friendly Arm Inn. And then the next people that you really meet you meet Minsk, and his quest is separate from the main story. He wants you to go save Dynahair, but he tells you, I will help you with what you're doing if you go help me get my witch. And then in Baldur's Gate 2, he's one of the characters you start the game with because he's like family now, you know? And that's the thing, you got to get to the point where the characters are family. And to do that, their stakes have to be your stakes. They have to be involved in the main quest. And if they're not, you just have a hard time making it work. At least for me. I don't know how anybody else feels. I'd be curious what anybody else feels. If you have a comment about that, put it down below. I would be interested in knowing that. This video has ran for an hour, so I'm gonna stop it here. We're on our way up. I do love this map. You start all the way around. You go all the way around up here until you get to the church proper. Then there's a sizable battle, and then there's an underground area, and then you come out in this area over here. The only way to access it is through the underground area. It's like a big figure 8 kind of. This is a good zone. This is one of the great zones in the game, and it's early in the game, and they just did a really good job with it. You know, you need to go rescue these people, so they give you this big long. It's a linear path, but it's a big long one. That works, you know, so it's pretty cool. And I like that you're finding your companions along the way. Like, you have this really small team, and then you keep finding people, and you keep being able to add them to your group and take other people away. As a story mechanic, this just works really well for me. I like it. All right, next episode, we'll continue on. As always, if you guys dig it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, do all that jazz. Leave questions and comments down below. Tell me what you think about companions in CRPGs and how you think, how much you care about them based on how tightly woven their stories are to the main story. This is just something I noticed about myself now, 30 years playing video games, going all the way back to, as far as Infinity Engine games, you know, going all the way back to Baldur's Gate 1, which is where I consider where it started. Granted, there have been tons of other CRPGs, and I can't even go into the whole Final Fantasy thing because I never played on PlayStation. But for me, it starts with Baldur's Gate, it goes to Icewind Dale, it goes to Planescape Torment, it goes to Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights 2, Temple of Elemental Evil, Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, and then the Pathfinder games. And across the whole spectrum of those games, I care more about the characters usually when they're tightly integrated to the story. Again, Minsk and Boo are kind of the exception. He doesn't have anything to do with the main story when you run across him, but he quickly becomes family. Everybody else, it's like, you know, they have some quest where they want to tear you away off over here or do this thing. And it's like, I don't really care about your quest, buddy. I just don't. So I got this more important big picture story, and that's important. And I want people on my team who are going to help me with that. So, all right. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.